portal launched today, and how does it help purely in terms of these particular direct taxpayers who are getting recognized, who are getting I would say an honor there when they are being awarded with this particular at least a recognition. What does it mean for direct tax payment, and do you see this leading to more encouragement for more people? We have seen the number increase in the last few years, but do you see more and more people now coming out in the open, since there is recognition also coming the way?
Absolutely. Now, Anil, just ahead of Independence Day, it's a big move by the government to honor the taxpayers. Now, it is a win-win situation, you can say. Or you can say it's a fantastic move by the government, to honor the taxpayers so that other taxpayers also do get encouraged.
Okay.
Now, the focus of the government is on three-tier strategy. Number one is on simplification as to how can this entire taxation process or this tax ecosystem or direct tax ecosystem can be made very much simple in nature.
Okay.
Now, the taxpayers do not hesitate in paying taxes. The only hesitation to the taxpayer is the complications or as far as the compliance level is concerned. So just to simplify this entire taxation process, we have seen that the government has taken various initiatives as far as simplifying this entire direct taxation structure is concerned.
Okay.
Number one. Number two is reducing the taxation part. We have seen that the government has reduced taxation or the tax on various aspects as far as direct taxation is concerned. But the corporate tax, that was a long pending demand by the corporate sector to reduce it from 30% to 22%. It's really a game changer, and it gives a major boost to the corporate sector as well. So now the corporate sector has to pay only 22% of taxation part. The new manufacturing unit will now pay only 15% of taxes. Okay. Startups on the other side do get incentives and also get tax breaks. And as far as the direct taxation part is concerned, the startups in our country do get a major push in that direction as far as reducing of taxation is concerned. Well, I do remember former Finance Minister Arun Jaitley at this point in time. He used to say one thing, that by increasing the taxation part, by increasing the tax on the taxpayer, does not actually mop up the revenue collection, does not actually play an important role as far as the revenue collection is concerned. You have to make the entire taxation part a very simple, simplified process so that taxpayers are, voluntarily motivated to pay the taxes. So in that context, reducing the taxation part is also an important role that we have seen in number of events and in various budgets. We have seen that government is focusing on reducing the taxes wherever possible. Last but not the least, it's about honoring the taxpayers. We know this fact, Anil, that in our country as of now, there are close to 5 to 6 crore taxpayers who are directly paying the taxes. As far as the direct taxes are concerned, there are close to 5 to 6 crore taxpayers. Now, you'll be surprised to know, Anil, that out of these 5 crore, close to 3 crore to 4 crore taxpayers do get exemptions, and they're under the limit of 5 lakh rupees. So, and they also take exemptions under various taxation sections like ATC, ATC-CD, ATD, and there are various other sections of the IT whereby they claim exemptions as far as taxation part is concerned. Okay. So, remaining are only 1.5 crore who actually pay taxes. Now, out of this only 1.5 crore, Anil, you'll be surprised to know, only 8,500 individuals showcase or disclose their income of close to 5 crore rupees in our country, of 130 crore, whereby there are so many entrepreneurs, so many businessmen. So only 8,500, that means more than 8,000 people or individuals do showcase or disclose their income above 5 crore rupees. Second important part, when we talk about individuals or the professionals in our country, the taxpayer professionals in our country, only close to 2,200 professionals do disclose their income close to 1 crore in our country. I mean, look at the size of the country and look at the number of taxpayers who are actually paying the taxes. Only 3 lakh taxpayers in our country, you can say 3 lakh individuals, do disclose an income of 50 lakh rupees in our country. So in a country size of 130 crore, only 3 lakh individuals disclose their income above 50 lakh rupees. So the focus of the government is to increase this taxpayers base by reducing the taxation and of course simplifying the aspect or various aspects of the taxation part or direct tax collection part. So in that context only, when Prime Minister Narendra Modi initiates or launches this mega initiative of honoring the taxpayers, there are various incentives involved as far as the honest taxpayers are concerned. There is a recognition as well as far as the honest taxpayers are concerned. Because one thing is for sure, Anil, that taxpayer you can't strictly force or you can't make compliance very much strict as far as taxpayers are concerned. the tax-paying feel has to be voluntary in nature. It should give you a sense of pride as far as nation building is concerned. So when a taxpayer pays his or her money as a taxation part, he should have a feeling of pride that he's contributing in the nation building part, and that feeling is very much important in the taxpayer's mind. So in that context, only when Prime Minister Narendra Modi launches this mega initiative of honoring the taxpayers, and as far as the taxation charter is concerned, as far as incentivizing the taxpayers are concerned, this move will, of course, on one side will honor the taxpayers. So on the other side will play an important role in widening the taxpayers base in our country from 5 crore to 6 crore to further widen the tax structure, so that on one side revenue collection can be mopped up. So on the other side, a better taxpayer or better direct tax ecosystem can be created, which is very much transparent in nature.
Okay, Arun, considering that the Income Tax Department has taken various steps, various measures to promote digital transactions, electronic mode of payments, is this another step in that same direction?
Absolutely. You can say that it's a subset as far as simplification is concerned. When we talk about various initiatives of the government, I recall one of the best initiative of the government that was also announced in budget. It's about faceless assessment of the taxpayers. Now, what was happening earlier? The taxpayer who was paying the tax and the income tax officer who was assessing or scrutinizing the taxpayer, he was aware of the fact that who the actual taxpayer is. But after this introduction of faceless assessment in our country,
Arun, our correspondent there on standby with more imports on that particular story. Arun, looking at what the Prime Minister announced, my first question to you, faceless assessment, faceless appeal, taxpayers charter, all being mentioned here. What are the challenges in front? When you look at all this, from a taxpayer's perspective, it looks, pretty rosy. But what are the challenges that come before before this could be rolled out by the ministry?
Well, so this when we talk about this faceless assessment, faceless appeal, and of course the taxpayer charter, this is not a one-day reform. As Prime Minister Narendra Modi said, that one reform leads into another reform. So in last 5 to 6 years, we have seen various reforms that has led to these kind of initiative of the government that's faceless in nature. We have seen that earlier we used to, just to recall it in very simple terms, Anil, there was a time 5 to 6 years back when we used to file our income tax return that used to be physical in nature. We used to fill on paper. But now this entire process is online. So that means filing of return, claiming of refund. So this entire process of filing of income tax return, claiming refund has become online in nature. So now what's the next level? The next level is about faceless assessment and faceless appeal as well. So now let's try to understand this way. The taxpayers used to get scared when they used to get notices from the tax department. But now, as Prime Minister Narendra Modi said, that we are focusing on fearless taxpayers that gives some more and primarily empowering the taxpayers in our country. So if in northern region, if a taxpayer is paying tax, it does not mean, and if in case his file is being assessed, it is not necessary that this file will remain in the northern region only. It can go to the part of the southern region, it can go to the northeastern region as well, or to the income tax department officer. So an income tax department officer and the taxpayer, there is only one thing that they both know each other, and that's because of the DIN number. That's the document identification number.
Perfect.
So income tax officer will know the taxpayer with only the DIN number. So if in case the assessment is concerned, an appeal has to be made, the DIN number is common. So yes, there are challenges, but yes, in last 5 to 6 years, the government has empowered or created a robust digital infrastructure in our country. Government is ensuring that 250,000 gram panchayats in our country can be provided with the optical fiber network, so that number one, the internet connections can be made available to them. More and more digital connections can be made in the village level as well. So now the digital transactions, so the digital infrastructure is not limited to the big cities like Delhi, Mumbai, Bengaluru, but yes, this robust network has reached to tier 2, tier 3 villages, tier 2, tier 3 town as well, and villages as well. And that's the reason now we have reached the stage of this faceless connection or the faceless appeal, faceless assessment, whereby a taxpayer can appeal as far as to the income tax department on an online platform, and there is no human interface. So less and less human interface is there in the nature. 4 important parts as far as the reforms are concerned. As Prime Minister Narendra Modi clearly mentioned, that policy-driven governance, that's something the key. Second important part is that the human interface should be less in nature. There should be more and more technological involvement, and human interface should be minimized as much as possible. Third important pillar of these reforms is, of course, that how can we trust the honest taxpayers of our country? How can we trust more and more on people? How can we trust the taxpayers as far as paying of taxes are concerned? Last but not the least, that's the most important part. How can we, or how can government reward the bureaucracy who's involved in implementing and executing all
Okay.
this entire system? So yes, the rewarding the bureaucracy, the efficient, making the bureaucracy efficient, and rewarding the bureaucracy as well. That's an important part. So fourth pillar of this governance, and that's the reason today we have reached this level of faceless assessment, faceless appeal, and online taxpayer charter as well. So, but as it is said, Anil, that with great power comes great responsibility as well. Yes, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is ensuring that taxpayers can be empowered in our country, but there is responsibility as well on these taxpayers.
Okay.
As Prime Minister Narendra Modi clearly mentioned, that close to 5 to 6 crore taxpayers under the ambit of the direct, and out of which only 1.5 crore individuals do pay taxes. I mean, 2,200 professionals show or disclose their income of above 1 crore. Close to 8,000 individuals showcase or disclose their income above the 5 crore mark in the country of 130 crore Indians. So yes, this move by the government will surely widen the taxpayers base in our country from 1.5 crore. It will obviously widen this taxpayers base in our country. That will lead into the more revenue collection as far as direct tax collection is concerned. And we know this fact because of the COVID crisis, the direct tax collection and the indirect tax collection is likely to be impacted. But yes, with a simplistic approach, that means focus on simplicity, transparent ecosystem of this taxation structure will of course give a major push to the revenue collection as far as direct tax collection is concerned. Anil?
Okay, Arun, since the Prime Minister mentioned about seamless, faceless and painless transaction, does that put more pressure on the tax administration now to solve the problems, rather than, there were times when taxpayers were left confused. No, do you think that's a thing of the past, considering the Prime Minister is stressed on seamless, painless and faceless methods to help the taxpayer?
Well, I always say one thing, Anil, that digital infrastructure or
Okay.
technology is directly proportional to growth. It is painless in nature, it is seamless in nature. So when we talk about technology, it
Okay.
actually reduces your burden. When Prime Minister Narendra Modi gave this example of scrutiny of the ITR forms, I mean, even I also mentioned it earlier that in 2012-13, the scrutiny of ITR returns, totally ITR returns that were filed by the taxpayers, out of which 1% was scrutinized by the income tax department. So that's
Okay.
a huge number. So in 2012-13, when this number was 1%, when we talk about 2018-19, out of the total ITRs that are being filed in our country, only 0.25% of the ITRs being scrutinized. That means income tax department is becoming more human-centric in nature. Income tax department is trusting more on the people of our country. Income tax department is focusing that how can the taxpayers, taxpayers can be provided with great ease as far as paying of taxes are concerned. Because if in case a taxpayer is harassed in a country, he'll shy away from paying the taxes. But if in case an income tax payer or the taxpayer in a country is awarded and rewarded, and of course is given a fair ecosystem as far as paying of taxes are concerned, he'll come forward voluntarily and he'll of course pay the taxes. So you look at this number of 0.25% of scrutiny as far as ITR are concerned in 2018-19. This shows that the approach of
Okay.
income tax department has moved from process-centric approach to and it is going towards the people-centric approach. Income
Okay.
tax department is becoming more people friendly. The approach is more public friendly. So that's the reason. Yes, this will not increase the burden of the tax department per se, but it will reduce the burden from the taxpayers or the tax department as well. So it's a win-win situation for three stakeholders. Number one, the taxpayers.
Okay.
Number two, the income tax department itself, and on third side, the government as well. Because as the income tax rates are being reduced gradually, we are also seeing the government is focusing on simplifying the entire taxation structure, reducing of taxation or tax. We are witnessing that also. So in this context, a revenue mop-up can be seen as far as the direct tax collection is concerned over here, Anil.
Okay.